Why should a songwriter enlist a publishing administrator to collect royalties on their behalf? You are a songwriter. The lyrics and melodies to the songs you write are called compositions. As long as all of the melodies and lyrics you use in a song are your original ideas, you are the owner of that composition. The legal term for what you now own is intellectual property, IP, or a copyright. The market for these copyrights, where you earn royalties and licensing fees, is called music publishing. So, in turn, as a songwriter, when you own your own copyrights, you are also a music publisher. This is a very important concept to understand. So, why is publishing administration such an important service to have? Music publishers have a very complicated landscape to navigate. Publishing administrators are specialists that register, collect, audit, and act on your behalf directly with societies and organizations that collect and distribute publishing royalties around the world. With an administration company working for you, your revenue can increase as much as 40 to 100% or more. Here are some of the reasons why. First is the fragmentation of music royalties. A lot of songwriters don't understand how publishing royalties are divided for their different uses. In the US, for instance, ASCAP and BMI are the biggest performing rights organizations, or PROs. Performance royalties are mostly paid for broadcasting, live performance, or streaming. There is a different royalty paid for the reproduction of a publisher's copyright called a mechanical royalty. This very important royalty often goes uncollected by songwriters, and even more so when this royalty is accrued internationally. In the US, there wasn't access through an organization like our PROs that made it possible for songwriters to collect any of their mechanical royalties until 2021, when the US launched their first mechanical rights organization, the MLC. Unlike our PROs, though, the MLC only collects mechanical royalties that were created from streaming in the US. There are additional royalties from lyrics and audio-visual synchronizations that are not covered by either the PROs or the MLC, and most remain uncollected. YouTube is the largest example of sync and lyric royalties that may be missed without an administrator that can collect directly from YouTube's unique CMS portal. There is also the fragmentation of territories around the world. Almost all countries recognize a fairly similar system of intellectual property, the rights regarding these IPs, and the distribution of royalties that these IPs create. However, all of these systems have their own intricacies, and almost all of these territories are self-governed. This means, for example, if you're a US-based artist whose song is streamed on Spotify in Germany, even though Spotify is based in Sweden and the publisher is based in the US, the publishing royalties are first calculated and collected by a German society or organization in accordance with German laws and regulations for publishing rights. PROs can collect from international sources. But what happens when the data between organizations or registrations is conflicting? PROs and MROs don't resolve conflicts. When societies or organizations share the registrations with each other, information can be repeated or lost. With different languages, different information needed to track usage, and different laws in foreign territories, this can happen easily. When there is data conflicting in a foreign territory, the money is diverted back, redistributed on a scheduled basis, and lost to the original owner. These same conflicts and redistributed payments also occur domestically and are still rarely resolved without a publishing administrator. To address the issues of fragmentation and data management, publishing administrators often affiliate directly or partner with a local publisher to go to each territory's performance rights organization, mechanical rights organization, or any other publishing source. Publishing administrators have access to more royalties that are inaccessible to most independent publishers and can capture revenue that would have been lost. They cover the expensive costs to affiliate with societies and organizations around the world and invest in complex technology to handle large catalogs and help correct conflicts and mistakes. Kelphonic Rights Administration increases the value of your publishing while you retain your rights.